Okay, so we're going to show how to answer the claim the area around the door. I'm going to have you stay sitting there. If you can lean back so I want to be able to see the dog. So normally we rush, so we're going to go casually to the door. Now, once I pass this line, this is going to be the line that he's not allowed to cross. Once I cross it, if he's on this side of the line, this is where I'm going to turn and establish it. If he's already at the door, then I'm going to go all the way to the door, work myself around and walk towards him and to the side, like you saw in the other videos. Once I get here, I don't care about the barking. I know that you do care about the barking, but for now we're going to ignore it. All we want him to do is learn to stay back here behind the line. So I take one step back and I wait and I read the dog. The dog stays stationary or it isn't challenging me. I can take another step back. I prefer to only step back when the dog is looking at me. Right now he's a little distracting, that's probably good. Now I'm gonna make it a little bit more enticing by so he was getting close to the line, so I warned with a disagreement. Now when I get to the door itself, there we go. I'm going to break down answering the door into individual elements. So I'm going to close the door. I'm going to flip the dead lift. See his ears moving around? This is a trigger. So after I practice that one step, if he stays in place, then I go to the handle. If he stays in place, and in place means anywhere on that side of the line, then I can take the next step, which is open the door just a crack. If he stays in place or there, then I open it, and I open it by opening it. I take a step forward and open it behind me. I'm keeping my hips and shoulders pointed at this area. Then I come back here, and you hear the barking is subsiding. Now I'm going to jiggle the inside door, because those are the sounds that he hears before the door opens. Now I'm going to open the door and invite my guest in. Can you come in, buddy? All right, Esme, I'm going to stay right there. Now I'm going to keep my guest behind me. The rule is the dog is not allowed to cross this line until the guest crosses this line. So if you have somebody who comes over who's not a dog person, they don't have to interact with your dog at all. This is what I mentioned to you about on the phone, right. Is if everybody comes in and has to pet him, well, some people don't want to do that. So, but I want him to be here so he can see the door. If he's like in his corner or somewhere else, and he can't see it, his mind makes it into a horrible situation. So now, you saw he barked a little bit, but he didn't once cross the door. He settled down a lot faster than he normally did, right? Mm-hmm. Because he's so far away from the door, and because the human appears to have the situation under control, I don't need to do it myself. So this is how we claim the area around the door.